And it's like I said with someone like Marilyn Monroe. If I say Marilyn Monroe to you, a certain image comes to mind. Whether you think she's good or not, she was a terrible actress in my mind, and she never did it for me physically. But you know who that is. Now, if I describe, without using the two words Marilyn and Monroe, if I describe Marilyn Monroe physically, you would get maybe an idea of a woman who was Monroe-esque, but you might not get, you wouldn't have the actual image of Marilyn Monroe that's iconic there. And so words can only do so much. And so sometimes, it's good to use specific markers, whether it's the name of someone. For example, if I was writing about meeting Robert Bly and arguing with him or ripping his shit, you know who that is. Just in the same way as, like I said, if I'm writing about Viking warriors, I don't have to tell you the way Vikings fucking dressed. I just say Vikings around the 9th century in typical garb. You know what it's like.
That's about 10 steps ahead. I mean, yeah. Everything you said was very logical. That's fascinating. It's different. You're thinking in a much more creative way than most people. It's the whole conventional stories that you're not doing. You're doing something very different.
Well, most people look at creativity as overdescription. How many times have you read a fucking book where, someone will write, oh, here's the main character, and they were wearing this type of dress, and she was wearing these types of stockings, and this shoe with an obscure kind of belt buckle on the top of the shoe, and her breasts were perky, and her nipples, shone through her sundress there, and she was thinking about her Uncle Charles when she was 7, and she went to the playground with him, and she saw a boy, and you get these things that don't add anything to the character. It's just the masturbatory way that, more. We need, I need, if a character is depressed. Well, in chapter 27, we have to reveal that she was molested by a priest. This is this kind of way, rather than letting things be implied. You can draw all types of things from True Life or the Tumbleweeds or the Vincetti brothers or whatnot, and for example, your idea of who Manny Cole is going to be different than someone else who read it, and there is going to be no Manny Cole that is the same, just in the same way that the Marilyn Monroe that I described is going to look different if I don't use the word Marilyn Monroe to you or 10 other guys.